And the last presentation before the coffee break will be made by Sergey Serebryakov. The same subject, basically, but he will talk about Roscartography, a Russian mapping agency. Try to be as brief as you can. I would like to say that the presentation made by my colleague was very informative and substantial. I'd like to follow up on it, but not with focus on technology, but rather on innovation. I will give you an overview of some changes showing good signs for innovation at Roscartography. So I will lay some emphasis. The regulations begin to change, showing the interest of government in innovative development. The key highlights are a number of regulations that were adopted. A concept on infrastructure of spatial data has been in development for many years now. We've been shown that data production is challenging, but using it and sharing it is even more difficult, and getting profits out of it. So the concept that they worked on has transitioned into the federal law on mapping and land survey. A lot of work is being done to find a financing mechanism to support this law. I'll try to be more specific. So the federal law regulates relations arising in the field of land survey and mapping. It became effective on January 1st, 2017. 42 bylaws or statutes were developed under the federal law to support innovation. What are these bylaws? First of all, an essentially new approach. The government decides to shift the hub of data production and moves it to the regional level, creating good database to let small enterprises operate on this market, developing their own function. The government has decided that under this law it will continue to exercise its coordinating function. The distribution of the system of coordinates based on innovative technology is reflected in the law as being propagated by a special network of stations, special networks that will be developed by local companies. Another important element of this new piece of legislation is that government launches into economic activity sector spatial data. So under this regulation, it is allowed to create regional spatial data funds. meaning that local entities are now allowed to use them on a commercial basis. Plus, there is a new product that was announced by the state, and that is the common electronic mapping basis. Under this product, this is the database, and this is an obligatory element to be used by all government agencies engaged in economic transactions. Plus, this is a module of exchange. This is a means to describe spatially some management entities. These are key elements. They may not sound properly, but still it is a good sign, a good indication for the market, so that the companies would begin to feel better. Another contributor to a changing philosophy of the government is the development of the state-owned program, Digital Economy. This program is planned at 3 levels: market and industry development, where specific entities cooperate creating spatial data. The second level is technology level, in specific areas, and the third level is creating an environment. One of the several key technologies that will be funded is big data, neurotechnology, artificial intelligence, distributed register systems, quantum technology, new production technology, industrial internet, robotics components, and Wi-Fi technology, plus virtual reality or extended reality. A key element of digital economy is that the government set a task to create large players in the number of 10 that are going to bring around and establish different startups to promote geospatial technology. To manage digital economy, a roadmap should be developed. A roadmap would seek creating 2 platforms. One platform is to create and process spatial data and distribute them for mapping purposes and providing the data to people and businesses. It includes electronic representation of data, of archival data. All information available in archives should become electronic and put into economic operation. Then the program will also develop domestic technology and creating a federal network of differentiated stations to ensure georeferencing of different objects. And finally, a unified electronic mapping basis should be developed. Next element, next platform, which Valery Alexandrovich already introduced in his film, is creating and developing a remote sensing data system, including automatic processing of data and various applications. So for us, Roscartography, I guess this is more for the benefit of those who are not familiar with us. Roscartography is a state company that is distributed across the country from east to west, a network of companies that traditionally covers a full range of land survey and mapping activities, starting from aerial photography, traditional photogrammetry, laser scanning, creating mapping data in conventional ways as topographic maps, cadastres. We also develop various geoinformational systems. So for us, any innovation is welcome. Since we are a governmental entity, we expect certain funding to be released for these purposes. So our hope is that we will be able to develop quickly. The area is enormous. Geographical features vary dramatically. So we have to apply different technology in different conditions of the country. And we need to provide mapping data for civil applications and for military and defense applications. We are planning to adopt cloud technology in our work. This is part of our action plan. Creating a single electronic mapping basis is another key component. Again, it will be based on photogrammetric technology, creating seamless surfaces, developing land survey services to provide not intermediary data but final coordinates on various objects. Introduction of services on spatial data and various technology to better collect and process data. The purpose of our today conference, I know that many of our partners are going to focus on the technical side of the story, so I decided to skip it. I will just tell you that our purpose at this conference is to make good contact with new possibilities, find new partners, so that together we can adopt new technology at Roscartography and to use it in our work. Thank you very much. Thank you, Sergey. We are brilliantly back on schedule, thanks to you and your presentation. Are there any questions? You made a very good point. There will be an abundance of technical reports. I guess it will be a good idea to talk with Yaron. But this is more for the lobby talk.